Hi guys, it's Nat here. So I'm on with a journal flip through for you. Now this beautiful journal is Iris, Meet Iris. Now I've used digitals in this one simply because the lovely Sel Degnan, who is the Purple Outhouse here on YouTube, is in our group and she has been playing with making digitals on GIMP. Now she doesn't sell them yet, but she did put a page or two of this one up in the group to see what we thought of it. And I just fell in love with it straight away. So I asked her if I could use it for a special project. So she went and finished the kit off and also found me some extras to go in this. So thank you so much, Sel. Absolutely love it. Knew I wanted to use this one and it is just beautiful. So this is for the lovely Geo. Many of you would know Geo. She's an awesome person, very supportive of us crafters and a wonderful crafter herself. So it's her birthday coming up and she spoiled me with an awesome wolf journal not long ago. So I thought it was payback time. So I've been working on this. It is an old book cover. It looks like it's about 1.5 inches, 1 3/4 wide spine. It's got 2 signatures totaling about 88 pages, give or take, plus an envelope and a little ephemera folder that I made in there. So I've sewn around the kit pages. I've left them quite blank because I just love the way they look. And I've just inked around them to grunge them up a bit because I know that Geo loves sort of more grungy tones. I don't know if she likes irises, but too bad. So that's the cover. I've just put a little bit of bling here and a tiny little bit of lace to underline the iris that it says there. And that's what sort of made me want to use this page as a cover, is that it says Iris there. And I thought, what a lovely name for this journal. So now on the back, I tried a whole heap of different things, like using some of the digital kit and covering it over with other stuff. I wanted to leave this part open because it says The Secret Keeper, and that's the name of the book, which would have been awesome, but it just didn't seem to work. So I ended up putting lace over, and you can still see through who the author is and everything, but I don't mind that. I actually really love the look of the lace. Now I did put some bias binding around the top here, simply because I had to cut down the book, the height of it, so the cover, the chipboard, so I cut that back down so it was just raw chipboard around here. So I was debating what to do, because usually when I do that I fabric cover the whole cover, but this time I didn't want to because I really liked the colour of the cover with the digital kit. So I just stuck that on top to cover the raw chipboard. So this is just a jewellery piece that I found in the secondhand store, and it's attached to a ribbon that was actually a bookmark in one of the books that I destroyed. And I've just, I've stuck it up in here under the bias binding, but I've also added a bulb pin just to keep it secure, hopefully. So that's there. I thought that really goes nicely with the colour and the iris theme. So, and then the back's just plain kit page. So as I said, most of the pictures in here are digitals that the lovely Sel has provided me with. So open it up. So I just used some velour that I had from the secondhand store to sew in and stick down. I've left the original papers on the front and back of the covers because they were gorgeous, a beautiful colour and nice theme. So now this is a little pocket. I haven't put anything in there yet. I'm going to tuck in a note for the wonderful Geo there. So it is just a file folder. I'm trying to use a lot of that at the moment, and I've put some of my blank pianola paper on there. Makes a beautiful pocket, and I've just inked it up and added some more op shop fabric there. So Sel customed some of the pieces for me. So it says, "To Geo, you're the best," which is so sweet. So that had to be the first page. And then it's got a little label about friends. So Sel made a whole heap of labels with this kit as well. Now I have stacks of the labels left, and I'm going to put them in the ephemera folder in here so that Geo can custom this. It's only lightly embellished because I want her to be able to make it her own. So I used some of the leftover pianola roll bits. A lot of people would have seen me cut the edge bits off of the envelope I made. So I used the edge bits just to line some of the pages because I think that looks really cool. So some music paper, another beautiful page of cells, and she's put these little writing spots on the page, which I love. So that's another reason I've left them quite blank too, because they can be written on. Another one of her labels. Now this is a paper bag that someone gifted me. I love the black colour for Geo's journal, so I cut it down. You'll see the other part of it in the back of this. Oh, and this paper, this nice crinkly one, is one of Bev Dunn's. Now I'll try and link Chrissy, who is her daughter, Chrissy Phillips. Now she's got a shop on Etsy that's Chrissy and Maggie, and her mum sells her papers through Chrissy's shop. So I'll link that down below, but she does the best crinkled coffee dyed papers. Must get some more of those. So I made this little booklet with Project Life cards as the front and back cover. A beautiful picture that Sel found me that has some little irises there. I just put some fabric around the spine, bit of stamping. I was fortunate enough that in previous stamp hauls I have managed to score a couple of iris stamps. So that was really cool to be able to use them. So in the front it's got, this is one of my coloured book pages from the front and back of the books that I always rip out. So that came in handy. Just some coffee dyed paper and some craft paper in this. And then there's my other iris stamp there. So a bit more writing spot, and that fits in there quite nicely. This is just a page out of a kid's book or something that I was ripping up. I just liked that it was dark. So I whacked that in. Another beautiful kit page. So even that can all be written on, that's why I thought I'd just leave it like that. Now I cut this out of the kit page where it has the little writing spot and the iris. So I fussy cut that out and made it into a little pocket, and I've just whacked in this little envelope. I think Mary gifted these to me. And it's just got a bit of ephemera in there. Slips in there nicely so you can just see the birds. Now this is just some craft paper with a little ephemera piece, and that's a digital that Sel found for me because Geo loves cats. Most of us would know that. A couple of vintage tickets that I've scored along the way, slipped in there. Graph paper, just a little bit of a scrappy embellishment there. There's this beautiful paper that someone gave me too, that was black. I've used that in a few areas. It's really nice and crinkly. That's a bit from the kit, the black cat. And I thought whether she likes them or not, I put a black panther in there. They're the biggest black cats and I love them, so a bit of black lace. So this is a coin envelope from the kit. I'll just take that off. And this, which Sel found me. Awesome black cat picture. There's nothing in the envelope, I've left them empty. So that sticks over there. And it holds onto this guest check which I've stamped, and then this beautiful piece that Sel found me also. I was going to make a tag out of that, but again I really want Geo to be able to have some fun in here and make it into the type of journal that she'd like for herself rather than me doing it all. This is just a page out of an iris catalogue. Beautiful they are with all the colours. It's another piece that I fussy cut out of one of the kit pages and stuck this little digital in. It's got irises on it as well, so that just slips in there. Try and get it in there. And then this is just a leftover piece from the pianola roll, and I really like it. It says note expression. For some reason I like that and stuck it there. Another one of Sel's labels, time spent with cats is never wasted. Quote by Sigmund Freud, apparently. These are just black acrylic dyed papers. So it's an altered envelope that I've got here that I had in my stash, one of Sel's beautiful tags, and I've just put some of your feather trim up the top that was a nice matching colour. So this is an altered envelope. I won't take it off. Obviously things can be tucked behind it. I think I've put a little ephemera piece in there, one of the digitals, probably with a black cat on, no doubt. And this is one of Sel's pictures she found me of an iris again, and I've just layered that on the envelope with some more of my op shop material. So there's another one of the kit pages, and this says, what greater gift than the love of a cat. It's got some brown lace behind it. This is the other side of the book page that I ripped out, and it had white and text down the bottom, so I've just put this beautiful, it's like a silk satiny material that I got from a skirt that I was ripping up. So I just ruffled that a bit and put it on top, and it holds onto this beautiful little cat charm. This is the heaviest charm I've ever come across of its size, so I'm waiting for it to pull the whole ruffle off. That's why I've put it halfway down the page, because if I put it up the top, it would just like bend the page. So, but I wanted to put that on, but Geo can take it off and move it where she wants. Kit page. It's the other part of the pianola roll scrap. Now, these were some digitals that Sel had done. They didn't go with the iris kit, but I loved them, so I thought I'd whack them in anyway. It's a bit eclectic, this one, so, and I've just stuck some coffee dyed paper in there to be written on. Now, you might have seen previous videos where I made these pianola roll envelopes. So this is what I like to do with them. I put them in as a signature and sew them in. And then it can be used to store stuff. So I've whacked a card with a black cat in there, which I won't pull out, and some napkins with cats on for Geo to be able to play with. It's another beautiful kit page. So I just love how sort of they're dark, mysterious, grungy green. I like that. So I fussy cut this piece out of one of the pages as well and made that a little, sort of like a belly band, because it's open at both sides, but it has another cat printable in there. And possibilities on the little label, and some more lace. This is a tag from the kit, and I've just put some more material from my skirt and some lace from my skirt. Poor skirt's been ripped to bits on their beautiful tag. So this is just second-hand paper that my mum had coffee dyed for me, so whack that on. Some more beautiful lace. This lace came from Bonnie and Clive. Lovely green lace. I'll try and remember to link her down below as well. Pocket from the kit, and another one of the coin envelopes. See if I can get it back in. It sits in there nicely. Beautiful kit page, bit of lace. This is a bit of the ephemera from the kit, and I've just made it into a paper clip. Put a little bit of bling on there, so I can shove something up in there too. There's a tuck spot, kit page. I was testing my stamps on a bit of paper, and this one turned out quite nicely, so I ripped that up, inked around it, and just put it there as embellishment. I think this came from the kit, and Sel found me this picture, which I love, so I've just left that plain in case Geo doesn't want it inked and wants to do something else with it, and that just slips in there. This beautiful fabric I got from the op shop, which I've used as a hinge for this Black Panther picture, and that allows a lot more writing room. Another skull. And I've left the top open with some paper in, little pocket, and then I made a pocket with his mouth. So I slipped. I just backed one of the iris pictures with some paper and got this little bit of ephemera, and they just fit in there quite nicely. This is some lovely, I found a cushion cover at the secondhand shop one day, and it's weaved with this beautiful trim as well as fabric. So I've been taking bits of that apart, but I love it, so I hoard it. But I thought this is a special occasion, I'll whack a bit of it in here. So I've just made a little pocket, put some ledger paper in. This I fussy cut from one of the pages. It makes a great top tuck. Got this little piece that Sel found me in there. Kit page, fussy cut that out as well, and it's got this little tag in there on another iris. That sits in there quite nicely actually, because I like how the flowers to grow just pops above. So there's lots of room for writing and for adding her own pictures and that sort of thing. Now this is from one of those binders that you get with all your gardening bits and pieces. And so that flips open. It talks about irises. And I've left it open as a pocket as well, and I've just stuck this cute picture in there of a cat. And I like that the little tab hangs out so you can see that something's in there. So this is some of that beautiful paper. I was going to embellish this with a picture more, but I didn't find one that I thought was perfect, so I've left that. So Gia can do what she likes with that. So this is my little ephemera folder that I made. So I used the hanging file folders, just folded it over, sewn it in as a signature, and I used the offcut of the file folder to make a smaller inside part as well. So it's got your vellum pockets down both sides there. And then I've just put some of the black paper, some lace, and a picture of an iris on the front. And then I've used some more of the file folder to make these little tucks so I can tuck some stuff in. So I'm going to have to chock-a-block fill this up, I reckon, with little bits and pieces and the leftover labels that Sel made, because she custom a whole heap of them. So they're going to go in here so Gio can have some fun and do what she likes with them. Haven't bothered putting anything there. As I said, I really want Gio to be able to add a whole lot to it, and it's bulky enough as it is at the moment. So this is the other part of the paper bag that I showed previously. I cut it just down there and I used that top section to hold the little booklet that I made. So this is the rest of it here, and I've just tucked in there one of my boho tags that I made ages ago. A little gift, and a couple of these windowed, one I think, of these windowed bags that I found in the secondhand shop, because I'm going to put a whole lot of ephemera in here that Gio can use either in this journal or in some of her other projects. So that is it. That is my iris journal. I thought I'd better go on and film this before I send it off. I would hate to forget. So I hope she likes it. It was heaps of fun to make, and a massive thank you to the beautiful, talented Sel for allowing me to use this kit that she made. I really, really love it, and I want to use it again to make one for myself. So much appreciated. Take care, everyone. Hope you're all well, and I will see you soon. Bye.